Hey there, YouTube. What the heck is Elodin? So, on level 30, you got your choice of like 4 different theme dungeons that you could do. And let me tell you, between Elenial Fairy Academy and Rihanna Straight, Get It Straight, those are the 2 best ones you could do to get from level 30 to level 60. No problem, easy, straightforward. They're just the best. There's no reason for you to do any of the other ones except for Golden Beach. That's not too bad. If you need it, go for it. But I would save that as your 3rd one in case you even need it. Now, Rihanna Straight, Millennial Fairy Academy, either one, you could do it. By the way, I'm playing a Battle Mage. I really hate that they just use all this MP for no reason, but whatever. Anyway, Elodin. What the hell is it? We talked there. So we're gonna go to Elenia, to the Secret Forest of Elodin. Notice that I was in whatever that place is called. Man, boom, free teleport. So we talked to this little girl, Annie, and she's gonna take you through all this junk. Oh, way over there. All right, go. Come on. So this is your first realization that this is definitely not going to be one that you want to do. Now, don't get me wrong, Elenial also has like a bit of the cutscene thing going on, but this is like a full-blown cutscene. Like, okay, come on, get it over with. You know, that's not ominous at all. Ah, witch. Bold of you to assume with all these thieves and... Well, cool. So you gotta talk to the fairies. You already know how I feel about the fairies. And if you don't, it's annoying. Cool. Dr. Wing. Dr. Arwen. And of course, talk to the other one. Which is this one, Rowan. It's the fairies too. Cool. Lightbulb. So you gotta go to Elenia's South Forest then. So thankfully you get this to direct you where the heck to go. Now who would have thought that it was right there this whole entire time? Not me. Alright. Here we go. Once again, we get another cutscene. I want you to take note of how many cutscenes there are and like how long this is taking. To give you a frame of reference, it took me 20 minutes to complete Rihanna Straight. Ugh. Ugh indeed. Oh, the eyes. Ooh. Clear the path. AKA beat stuff up. Now, by no means is this area, like, entirely horrible. The mobs here aren't too bad, as you see. It is still, like, one of those, I'm pretty sure this is still considered a theme dungeon. So, levels should be relative to you. I decided to do this on my Battle Mage since my Battle Mage is the only one currently that is level 30. started at 31. It's okay. I was never truly a big fan of the battle mage from the beginning. But, you know. You gotta do it. So, after we kill 30 of these dudes, 30 of those dudes, gotta get another. Whip your head. Okay. Existential crisis. Cool. Go ahead and grab some gear while I'm here. Might as well. So as you can see, we are now in the next area. And they want us to get more. So, I'm gonna kill these other owls. 50 each. Now, I am going to be a little objective here. I'm not going to do what I normally do and try and get as many levels in the area before moving on. So ideally, with Elodin, because of how flat it is, you could potentially do the same thing with gathering a level or two and then moving on to the next area, next quest rather. I mean, it'd be the same concept, like when I do the other themed dungeons. I will say that the aesthetic of this area, fantastic. The music, really good. I don't know if you can hear the music well enough. Very good, very chill music. Okay. Get another. So then we get another force cutscene. Okay. Come on. Get with it. Now, albeit so far, it has been about 8 minutes at this point. I definitely have not gotten very far, only because of these cutscenes. Once again, if I was to grind out each area, it'd be pretty well. Okay, we're gonna go inside the... We're just gonna break into the house, because, you know... but as you can see, more cutscenes. So this is the... Yeah, okay. Spooky. Spooky. And then we pass out. Yeah. So, it's not my lighting. This place is actually kind of dark. Aptly named Home Invasion. So this chick is Rana. And here's the annoying bird with the squeaking. I mean, maybe this is the reason why people don't like this quest line, actually. Personally, it's all the cutscenes and just, you know, this stuff going on. Which, I mean, it's not that bad, honestly. But I mean, if you're trying to do things quick in the game, like most people do, you know, no one wants to stay level 30 for, you know, let's see, how many hours was it? 8 hours? 9 hours? Yeah, no one wants to do that. Not anymore, anyway. Back in the day, probably, but... See, right now we're at level 34. It isn't too bad, but also not that great. So as you can see here in this area, we have the same type of enemy mob, the little wisp. That's also present in the Lineal Fairy Academy. So these are pretty great to train on. They do mob quite well. They just, you know, pile up a lot of places very easily. So as long as you're a mobile class, you can just grab those really quick. These Eevee looking guys are not too bad either. Obviously they're just getting mowed down. But, you know, we're not trying to get those guys. Or are we? I'm gonna go back here again. Let's see here. How's it? No. Okay. There's a thing that I have to do here. Hold on. There it is. I gotta capture these guys. Just spam it. Come on. Now, this whole catching mechanic, super annoying in another series that I'll do, not today, but eventually, is very annoying. Thankfully, you don't have to weaken these guys because they just blow up either way. But any other place that has this catching mechanic is one of the most infuriating things to get. Not only do you have to open up a menu for it, you can't, well, actually, I do believe you might be able to hotkey it. Alright, so we got light. We gotta go get some hay. So, of course, you know, as per regular maple fashion, we just gotta beat something up to get the hay. And as I'm sure you've noticed so far, it's not that entirely bad, right? It's just the cutscenes that can really drive people to not wanting to do this whole quest line. But if I was to actually stay here and grind, I definitely, you know, like that, will level up just the same as any of the other ones. So, after leveling, like, you know, 30, 40 different characters and doing the same thing over and over, this might not be a bad idea to do. Just so you can kind of, like, break the monotony. I don't know where I got these acorns from. I was calling from Edelstein. Let me open this real quick. Get my free pet. Because picking up stuff is for chumps. Gonna go ahead and get all 30 of these little haystacks. Cool. So we gotta eliminate dust bundles. So this is the map that actually has enough of them. As you can see, like, don't really have to use the item. Just gotta heat stuff up real quick. And thankfully, don't drop any leftovers. Or unfortunately, I mean, up to you the way you look at leftovers. My damage is dropping because I have not put any points. Just a minute. Okay, there we go. Fix that. So here is part one of the problem, right? So now we gotta make more brooms. Why? We have to make more brooms. So, as you see, if we talk to Rowena or the merchant, one of these guys. Why are you so slow? So you need 10. So as it says right there, I don't know if you read that. I also had to remind myself what the heck I'm doing. You have to gather hay again, which for some reason the game thought that, or at least the people thought that it would be a clever idea to just put this mechanic there, like for this area specifically, where in any other area, see, like, I have to craft the broomsticks, and each broomstick eliminates 10 monsters, I believe. Said. So there's no other instance I can think of that would do that in any other quest. So yes, that is one of the major downsides to this. Having to go back to a previous area that you were at to make an item that you could have just been given, or you could have just been made to make enough of from the get-go. So I don't know if I've mentioned it here, but for most games that I've played, MMOs primarily, also applies to some of the single player games. I'm really big on the game developers respecting the player's time. So if I have to do something twice and not be rewarded for it accordingly, then why am I doing it to begin with? So we have to backtrack here. So this part of the game made me backtrack to fight these owls. And these are the same owls that I fought when I first got here. Why am I fighting these owls again? Like, there's no point in me going back to this area to fight a mob that I've already fought before. So now I have to fight both versions of these owls. And it just makes zero sense. Like, I mean, Golden Beach, for example. Even though Golden Beach isn't as great as it used to be, if you have a Kana, it's definitely more manageable, way better. None of the areas really force you to backtrack that bad, like this. So now we gotta do Glimmer Foxes, which are the Eevee looking dudes that I was mentioning earlier. And if you don't know what an Eevee is, well, you're gonna be finding out about that in about 68 days, so be prepared. As you can see, the little navigation that's above me is pointing me to go to the next area, which is fine and dandy. I will go there, but this is already one of the mobs that I have to defeat on the way. So, definitely gonna eliminate these guys. And as you can see, I'm level 38 right now. From level 31. So, I mean, the XP's there, obviously. And I really like these dudes because they have a very good face. I like that little face that they have. And then as you can see, like, I haven't been putting any points, so yeah, these things get eliminated pretty easily. This is also without having any link skills as well. So overall, this isn't that bad. I mean, I keep going back and forth between like how bad it is and how good it is as we go through it, because that's genuinely my reaction to each quest that you're given each time. One quest is good, one quest is bad. The cutscenes are long, and just having to go backtrack is not fun. It's not hard, but the question's not whether or not it's hard. It's like, why am I not progressing? Why am I doing a task that I had already done for once? Okay. So we gotta find the Shimmer Songbird or whatever it is. I want to say I am almost done, but I don't remember if this is actually going to be done or not. As you can see, we're level 39. So we've made a very quick progress from level 31. No link skills. I'm 100% sure I have no link skills on here. I was leveling someone else. Perfect. No link skills. We just put it back. Cool. And this is just like a base battle mage with, yeah, not even gear on. Get away. My Legion is set incorrectly. I will say that. Or it might be set correctly. Beautiful. It's a beautiful map. Beautiful, like, this is really gorgeous. Like, I really love when they've done things of this nature in the game. Background, foreground. Like, this is fantastic. So, music, aesthetic, fantastic. Okay. These are the sprites. Deep Spring Sprite. Okay, here's the Shimmer Songbird. What's wrong, bird? Okay, so then this is what you have to do. So you double click it. There's that. So this is another thing about this area that's not that great. I mean, aesthetically, the area is very pleasing. Mechanically, these quests suck. Like, overall. We've become a different type of MMO player where we feel more rewarded for the less amount of work we have to accomplish for the mundane. Like, we want to feel accomplished for things that are difficult and challenging. That, for sure. But for things that are just average and mundane and just get you from point A to point B, we want that to be as simple, as streamlined as possible. We don't want to have to do these extra mechanics such as dragging these water droplets into a vial when no other quest does that. I mean, I'll auto assign this real quick. So you do that. As you can see, I am dragging this in there ever so slowly. Okay. And that updated. Alright, now we're gonna go back and talk to Rena. You know, I probably should have talked about the story as we were going, but I'll be honest with you. It is an okay story. But it really isn't anything to write home about. So I do apologize if you were watching this video to just get an idea of like what the story was about. For some reason my hurt emote is sticking my tongue out. So yeah, we're gonna get back here, talk to Rona. Alright, so we're gonna take this derpy bird with us. Well, you know, I can't talk complete smack about this one end of backtracking. Rihanna Straight also does a form of backtracking, but that is a form of backtracking that I feel is a little more acceptable and more respectable in terms of how the approach is. So, for those who don't know, Rihanna Straight being the other theme dungeon I mentioned in the beginning of the video, is very it's very backtrack for sure. Like, you're going from one station to the other station, and you're always reporting back, and there's no way for it to just like teleport you back, as far as I know anyway. Cool. We reunited the birds. Cool. Another cutscene. All right. So, here we go. We need to do the bottle again. Luckily, this quest isn't that bad in terms of what I'm doing. It is annoying. It's a slight inconvenience that I have to drag an item to another item. Which I guess at the end of the day, this has all just been nitpicking, hasn't it? This whole video has been nitpicking about how bad this quest is and how people don't think it's not great. I will say that, yeah. It isn't one of the best ones. It's not as streamlined as the other guys that I've spoken about. But, it definitely, is different. And if you've done this game for as long as I have, it is a breath of fresh air to do something that's not the same, repetitive, man, just the same type of quest over and over. I think that's done. No. There it is. Okay, it's done. Okay. I gotta get the lotus flowers, which were on the bottom. So I'm gonna get 5 of those. I've always hated any of these. I'm glad that they've mostly eliminated these quests now, where you're smacking a random item. That's some part in between a mob and a background item. Most notably, you'll see the pine cones or the leaves that are like in the swamp. Whatever they were. I'm trying to teach this bird to sing, and it's not working out too well. Another chance. So guess what? We're back at it again. Gotta get more water, more lotus, everything that you wanted. Thankfully, this, maybe it's just because it's a battle mage. I'm not too sure. I can't confirm it. At least to remember to be able to confirm it. But since battle mage does, you know, kind of swing the can around a couple times, it could be that the lotuses react to normal attacks. Normal by your class's means. Nope. we need to get 10 lotus. And then we gotta fill the bottle up with some obscene amount of water again. Which, come on. Okay, we're definitely having a time right now. Now, I will discuss at the end why you want to do the other 2 quests, or the 2 theme dungeons rather than this one. So, we'll get to that in just a moment. Okay. We're gonna skip through all that. Okay. Thankfully, it teleports you out. Because if it didn't teleport you out, that'd be so freaking annoying. Dr. Rowan. And then Dr. Annie, who gave you the quest from the beginning. And that's it. That is the completed quest. It gives you 1,000,000 in mesos. This is reboot, so give you 1,000,000 mesos. You get the Elodin bird dog medal, which is not bad. You also get the spell traces. You get 200 of those. So yeah,